And we're back to it again.
Okay, why did I just
Oh,
lose?
here, Slowpoke, I'll move my grapple. You can throw the trees down there if you want, so I'm not in your way. It's good, because I got text
I'm in
message.
my own way.
It's so easy to mulch through this stuff that I can't destroy.
Is there anybody else wanting to play on the buncher? I always hog it.
Go ahead.
But
Actually, yeah.
I always ask. You want the buncher?
Actually, yeah, try it.
I'm just getting my feet right here in the mulcher, so I'm just, you know, doing me.
I'll throw some logs. Hey, how come we don't have the new grapple? I tried that out too, both of them. They were pretty good.
Oh, yeah, well, we hadn't had them when last time we played. Hey, like, they weren't in here. I should buy some new ones. We'd have to trek them up here, though, if somebody wants to do that. Or what I could do is reset something. What's not being used? Nothing. I'll buy the grapples.
I just two trailers aren't being used? Or you mean machine-wise?
What do we want, button top grapple, or do we want the, or both?
I actually like your little clam.
I love that freaking clam. It's so good.
Although your leg needs to come down a little bit more, I think.
See, like, on the one I used at Pinnacle, man, that thing didn't even come down that far. Like, mine sucked, the one I had. I could barely get it even close to the load.
Actually, the one I ran was like that, too, unless you had a very
Do they build them
grapple.
like that on purpose, though? Is that just so you can't put too much pressure or something? Because I wondered that. I was like, why wouldn't you let it just go right down so you could pick up, like, teeny sticks and stuff, but... Maybe it's like you can't bring it down so that it doesn't hit or something. Like, hit something, the grapple, or... Because mine...
like I said,
mine would only go up so high, obviously, so when you're rotating it, you don't hit your own boom, basically. But that's what I'm wondering why they didn't make it so you could do that. Because I tried, well, I didn't try to hit the boom, but I slowly did it to see if it would actually hit or not, and I was like, holy fuck, can you hit the boom? There's actually one contact point where if you weren't careful, you could almost clip a hose with it if you had a tree in there, but... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the designer. Well, I put that one together, but not the true designer who makes those things. So I don't know what their goal was. Oh, this one's stuck on a tree too. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought I was going to go for a ride there again. No, we're good.
Come on.
Close. She was close. Alright. Oh, that looks good. There we go.
Is there a bunch of stumps over here? Oh, fine. Okay.
There's always stumps everywhere. Just follow Maverick if you just never want to stop, yeah.
I'm like, what is this machine getting hung up on? There's stumps.
Yeah, just stumps. You know, the usual.
I don't know whether to take that question sarcastically or not.
Kill it all. There we go. Okay, top's clear. Thank God. Oh, almost clear. Looks like there's one more over there. Alright. I'm gonna move this processor. Oh, actually, I don't have to move this processor because the John Deere's down there. I'm just gonna leave this here. Perfect. Alright, who wants to be a skidder operator? Don't all sign up at once.
Well, I was gonna say, don't everyone all jump on it.
It's okay, I can be a skidder operator. Actually, I need a loader down here for piling. That's what I need. Who's a piler?
On the top.
I need a piler. I'm gonna grab that one. Which one's available?
At the top next to me here.
Maverick's in the middle. Oh, the LTAC? Yeah, I'm gonna come grab that one. Ugh, I gotta walk it all the way down
You
there.
shoot across my screen like a deer, just gone.
Gotta get away from the predators. That's how she works.
Can't see any fucking stumps.
Oh, they're down there.
Oh, yeah, I keep hitting them with the machine.
If you dig deep enough, you will always find a stump on this map. Oh, you got your tail hanging out there, wanting on there, Maverick. Oh, yeah, you got her. I think. Yeah. I keep thinking that's the short logger, and I'm like, man, that's never gonna work. See if I can sneak by without hitting anything. This one's escaping on you. Boop. Here, I'm just gonna try to squeeze between and not touch the load. Scrape a little of the L-Tech paint off there, we're good.
Bring her in, nice.
Just squeak noises. Alright. I will pile. Yeah, and then if we skid it all up kind of from that direction, that should work out good. I think. We're going to find out. That's what we're going to do. We're going to find out if this is actually going to work or not. What I would like to do is lay the wood this way and then process it across. So slow poke, you're bunching, right? If you can, lay the wood so that the butts are facing towards me. So like lay it in front of you almost, to your right. Does that make sense? So see how this... so see where this tree is? Point it this way.
Alright.
Like that. Cause then, oops, sorry. Yeah, then you can... Then I'll be able to skid it back to the landing here. And then...
Right now I'm just trying to get down to the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, once you get down there, you'll be good. And then... We'll be able to move all this crap out here. This stuff... Can I lift these ones up, or are they too long? I should be able to get these ones. A little bit hefty, but she's going.
Where are my tracks facing right now? Oh, now that'd do it.
That's the hard part of this game sometimes, eh? Remembering which way you're facing. I just keep moving and then adjust accordingly. I don't think I can swing this. I think they're too long. Maybe I can.
If not, you will be able to shorten it.
Yeah. Oh, I think I got it. Yep. Yeah, I think these machines are the perfect weight for these trees, man. It feels really good. I like this. Especially when you're chucking and stuff. Oh, it's pretty good. Feels pretty right on. Realistic-y-ish.
I've about forgot how to bunch.
Forgot how to bunch. Right on.
No, that did.
It's like riding a really weird bike. You'll figure it out. It's like riding a bike with a collector claw on a blade. You know, just normal stuff.
See, lately I've been doing keyboard and mouse because I've been too lazy to connect my controller to my computer.
You're bunching with keyboard and mouse?
Was.
Oh, was. Oh, God. I was going to say, I was like, you're not now. I was like, yeah, I was like, that's why you're forgetting how to bunch if you're using a mouse and keyboard.
Right now I'm using my Xbox controller.
Oh, yeah, that'll do.
But I've been using keyboard and mouse just for the sole fact that the way batteries are hard to connect.
Oh, I see, yeah. Oh, there we go. Oop. There we go. Sweet.
Would you try to get this marsh grass out of here?
You just want to kill it?
Yeah, we take it and paint over it.
Yep. Plants. It's all grass now.
That's better.
It's costing us thousands of dollars, but that's okay.
I love how a little tiny stops an entire machine.
What's that? How, what?
A little 6-inch stump stops an entire machine.
Oh yeah, totally. Very accurate, very realistic.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at me, I'm the landing now. There we go. I'm just gonna leave this over here for piling. Then you can process all this out with our little John Deere that Maverick loves so much. No, I don't think I've ever. The only John Deere I've ever run was that wheel loader, and it was it wasn't great, but had a lot of problems all the time. But then again, we also ran that machine 24 hours a day. It never turned off ever, so.
That'll do it.
Yep. That poor thing.
Maintenance must have been top notch on it.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Just like that. No, it didn't get maintained. That was the problem.
Yeah.
It never stopped, and nobody ever did anything to it. And there's 4 different guys running it, and yeah, I don't know. Everybody got their mechanic degrees at McDonald's or something. So.
Sounds accurate.
Yeah, it fell apart. I remember when the 4-wheel drive basically stopped working in it. So it was only 2 tires on the back in the middle of winter. You could do some cool Tokyo Drift stuff, but it was not helpful when you're trying to push like a huge pile of chips. It just was really bad.
You want me to move that truck closer for you, Maverick?
Sure.
Nah, make them walk.
Funny thing, years ago we were building log homes down in Salmon Arm, and we got stuck in this strange yard one day looking at log houses. And
yeah.
There was an old 966 sitting there, so I went over there and grabbed it. And
yeah.
Oh, I gotta step out for a second here.
Oh yeah, no worries. Bailey was attacking someone at the door, so. It's the police. They finally found him. What's that pile there? Oh, there's still a couple trees there that are unprocessed, eh? Next to you, Dempsey? Yeah.
Yeah, just on the other side of Maverick. I think there's like, there's 2 trees I see.
Oh, okay.
Okay, back.
Do you want it like this or the other way?
Where am I here? Where are you?
He's around.
Back up a little bit. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Take the block shop off?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so anyway, we got stuck, and there was an old 966 loader, so I ran over and grabbed it. And
yeah.
My brother-in-law wanted to play with it, so I let him take it and push the car out. And
yeah.
He drove the loader back across the yard and was sitting there for... He was sitting there about 5 minutes, finally got tired of waiting and walked back through the mud.
Yeah.
Over to where he was, and he says, I can't shut it off. It's like, oh... Well, you remember when you were in here with me, I pushed the throttle down to make it start?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah? I said, well, you got to lift the throttle back up now to shut it off.
Yeah, because it won't let you do it while it's live, yeah.
Reaches down with his hand instead of using his foot. He reaches down and pulls up on the pedal, and sure enough, it shuts off. Like, hey?
That's funny, eh?
Yeah. It's happened to a few people, though.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
You get the loader started, you don't think about it. It's cranking over, so you push down on the throttle.
Yeah.
Gas. That's a car thing, right? But
right, yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, then an hour later or whatever, we go to shut it off. It's like, well, I want to shut off. I turn the master off. What the hell?
Yeah. Gotta turn the throttle down. What year of loader was it, you figure?
Oh, this would have been the 70s.
Oh, yeah, the old school ones. I was going to say, 'cause I don't think the 2000s did that anymore.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the good old.
Yeah, the really old ones, yeah. PAR had, I think, in 2004 or 2005. I think was the one they had, maybe even earlier. But
oh yeah, no, these were built right up until the late 80s. I think they were built.
When did they? What year did they switch to joysticks versus using like little toggle guys?
I think that was in the 2000s.
Yeah, 'cause it was like
Everything
because ours
started to
were all
switch
still
over.
all of ours were still toggle, and they were like 2004s, I think. But man, those things were just shit.
Oh, yeah, the old ones I ran were always sticks.
Yeah.
2-stick or 3-stick.
Yeah, and you cramp your fingers by the end of the day running those things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember that was the first one I ever ran when I went to Pinnacle, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" Because I didn't run those. I'd only had the joysticks, right? So I was like, what the hell are these?" It's like, "Oh, those are the toggle things." And I'm like, "Oh, man!" I did like a 12-hour shift with that Volvo. Oh my god, my fingers were just like frocked after that. I was like, "What is going on?" It was fun though. That Volvo though, after you get used to it, it was actually pretty sweet. But that Volvo, man, that could push piles way better than that shitty little John Deere. So we had like a 624K, and it was okay, but it was super. It's like it's too light for that application, in my opinion. Like you're always constantly trying to push these massive piles and mix all the chips, and it's just like barely does it. But you get in that Volvo, man, you put it in like first gear and just plow through that. You could push those piles as far as you want, climb your own deck, and just keep pushing and build your own road up to the sky if you really wanted to. Just keep going forever. It was pretty cool.
And they got a couple of, I think it's Volvos at the Pinnacle I haul to.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're good machines. It was, I think they retired that one now. I think they have 2 624s now with a high capacity bucket or something like that. But yeah, no, interesting times. I think I'm actually gonna get a little bit of work there this winter by the sounds of it. I was talking to the guy I was doing all that truck unloading for there, and it sounds like they're gonna have some stuff possibly for me.
That was been pretty fun though, loading and unloading trucks.
So cool. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty nervous when I first started doing it because I was just like, frick, I've never done this in real life before. Not trucks. Like I've played with empty trailers and stuff like that, but never live trucks. So I was like, kind of like, oh, I don't want to break anything. Honestly, unloading them was nothing. That I wasn't even worried about. It was when I was putting the trailers back on the trucks and stuff, because that you have to be a little bit more careful with that. You know, just whipping wood around.
Yeah,
and every freaking truck's trailer has a different setup and different freaking plates. And I was thinking, oh yeah, once I figure it out, I'm good. And it's like, no, it's like every day I would have a new one that I'd never seen before, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
I mean, it's pretty standard in Ontario. They're pretty much just straight 4-axle trailers. None of the B-train setups.
Yeah, the only ones I didn't like were the quads. Those are the only ones. The quads can just suck it. I hated those.
Yeah, I hate them.
They're just so hard to freaking go, and then the guy's freaking out about his friggin' cable, and you're like, fuck, just disconnect your goddamn cable then or something. So tired of
oh, guys that want you to lift and not tip.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
Okay.
See, none of the trailers that came there had the tip, because this guy I was watching online, and I was like, oh, how the hell do guys do this? And I'm like, oh, there's a little freaking molly on the front of the trailer, and you just lift it up and then tip it, and they back into it. I'm like, that's easy. That doesn't look hard at all. Well, none of the trailers had that. They just had one in the middle, and you lift up this god-awful freaking quad, and it's so heavy that loader can barely even lift the friggin' thing.
And yet, you watch that guy out of Williams Lake, what the hell is it called? You had to have seen it, the Medill that, just a little 2850.
Oh, is that the high test?
High test, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah,
Did you see him lift that thing up? What do they have in the back of that thing for a counterweight? Like another machine or what? Because he lifted it up like it was nothing.
The one Medill 2850 I ran actually had an empty, like a trunk back there.
Oh, and there was nothing in it?
And you can fill it up with steel or concrete.
That's what they did with the one at the Pinnacle there. Because Housey put he had like, when he bought it, it was just full of all this scrap metal, like steel pipes and chunks and whatever, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think they must have filled theirs up with concrete. I've worked for a high test, but I never got near their loader.
Because I was watching that video, and that thing didn't even squirm when he was loading that quad.
You watched the back of the machine too. It doesn't even lift off the track a little bit.
No, not even at all. And he's up on that hill, and it's just like sitting there like it's just chilling out, you know.
And I've done that a million times, and man, I couldn't get a 2850 to lift a quad like that.
Never, not in a million years, man.
I've always flipped them off. I grabbed one guy's right up close to him too, and got it about 2 feet off the truck, and then
down she went.
The back of my loader lifting. I'm like, nope.
Well, that's
buddy, unhook your chain. We're lifting or tipping.
Yeah. Well, and that's what happened to me at the Pinnacle, because I was like I think that was the first night I worked night shift by myself because I didn't have the guy that was training me with me, and he's just like, the same guy that I had done a bunch of times comes in there, and I was parked up on that weird hill, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is fine. And then I'm start lifting his quad up, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, whoa, and I'm like, the machine felt like, you know, you feel the tip, and I'm like, okay, it's kind of about there, and it was good. And then that little bank that I was sitting on, it just kind of started slipping down it, and then the whole machine just went, whoa, boom. Yeah. So I was trying not to drop his freaking quad, but man, it was pretty close. He didn't even notice it happened, actually. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, man, didn't mean to do that. And he's like, do what? And I was like, nothing. It's all good.
Yeah, we got it taken care of.
Yeah, it's all good now, man. Don't worry. But yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah, no, there's no way, man. You'd have to be like kissing the side of their steak before you could lift that freaking thing. But I wish that's what I told the boss too. I said we should just put all the send all the freaking quads to the trailer loader and let them load themselves. I said because this thing sucks. But I had to do her. And then that one, the guy's freaking reach wouldn't come up like at all, like when you're lifting them. Just it would just be stuck. And he didn't care about his machine. He didn't care about that truck at all because it was like his old piece of crap one. So he would just, I'd lift it off the ground like maybe 2 or 3 inches, and then he would back up to it at like as fast as he could go and just slam into it, and it would straighten it up. That was so funny. I was like, I don't think this is very work safe, man. He's like, yeah, whatever.
One of those guys that I do it all the time.
Yeah, oh yeah, he didn't care at all. Yeah. But like I said, I knew them all from I weighmastered for like 10 years, so I knew them all really well anyways. So that really helped me out. So I was just like, I could give them a hard time. Dempsey, I processed a bunch of wood right on your track behind you, sorry.
Yeah, okay,
I'm just trying to get these trees out of here, but I'll let you maneuver around in there. I'll build a box around you so you can't escape.
Yeah, sounds good. How am I gonna... I'll let you do those last 2 and then I'll come out that way.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, no, that was super fun. I liked that job. If I could do that full time, man, that would have been sweet. Right in town, man, that was a good gig. But alas, all good things must come to an end, right?
Of course.
Maybe one day.
All right, how are we looking this direction?
Whoops.
I see a tree.
I can't control these. They just go where they go at this point. Processing downhill, we're fighting physics here pretty violently. Is there one more? Oh, there's a couple more here. At least these ones are little. I'll be able to handle these ones. I'm also parked in a hole here, so that's my own fault.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of like teeter-tottering on the edge here,
yeah.
So.
Yep, that's what we do. That's the joy. Joy of off-roading. I was gonna come hoe chuck all this stuff, but I'm too lazy, so it is what it is now. Oops. Oopsies. Anybody have any grandiose plans for the evening?
Sit here and play farm sim.
Yeah, sit here and play farm sim. Yeah, that's about it.
Right on. Come on, you gotta have a life outside of farm sim. Must be something.
Work.
Work? Oh yeah, okay. That's fair.
Currently unemployed.
Oh man, that's a good way to be. I kind of wish I was currently unemployed. But unfortunately, that's just ain't how it is right now.
I can't afford my lifestyle unemployed.
Yeah. See, that's the realistic part of it right there. I've smartened up money-wise, that's for sure. I'm investing a lot of money now, but I definitely wouldn't be able to afford a big of a lifestyle change for what we do now. But I'm gonna go spend all my money at the brewery tonight with some really good friends I haven't seen in a long time. So
I think my bank would laugh at me saying I'm unemployed, and they'd be like, "Oh, your mortgage?" And just forget about that one.
Yeah. Slowpoke, I'm gonna start working this pile you just made here. Right behind you. Beep.
Yeah.
Am I gonna get you? Did I get you? Oh no, you're good.
Stopped.
Man, no matter where you go, I'm hitting you, hey?
Now I'm okay. Well, Maverick, I'm just gonna sneak on.
You can walk over the logs too. You can just lift yourself up and walk over piles if you need to. Don't matter.
Well,
If you have
So that's
to.
the guy that's processing into the side of my machine. Sure.
Yeah, just go for it. Just give her. See, look at that, like a pro. See? See, the machines aren't so heavy now. It doesn't press them into the ground. You can actually walk over the decks.
Too shabby.
Unless they're really small logs, then they kind of glitch out a little bit. I'm not going to lie, but for the most part, they're pretty good. Like a boss. Oh. There we go.
If you want, I can get that stump right by your track.
Just hit it. Just hit it anyway. Just go in there. Get in his way. That's the way to do it.
Slam into the counter.
Nothing more an operator likes than people getting right up in their business while they're working.
Yeah.
That's the best thing you could possibly do.
Slamming counterweights.
Yeah. Like I said, working at the dump, I have people. Literally, that is the place where people I have discovered are the most stupid people in the world. The public is so bad. You could be working, flipping the sharpest, biggest chunks, piles of metal, making a big scene, and someone will back his pickup in 1 inch off the side of your machine just to unload. Even though there's a full fucking 3,000 miles of range he could go put it anywhere else, he brings it up right beside you because that's where he wants to park.
Yeah.
Man,
you want to see how many stupid people there are in the world? Go to ride around in a truck for a couple days.
Oh, I believe it.
You get a good amount.
My God.
Yeah.
Or go ride a motorbike. Go ride a motorbike.
Yeah, I was gonna say motorbike too. Yeah. Frick, man, I can't believe this. The sheer retardation of the public. Like literally, sometimes.
It's not even that. It's everybody's. It's all about me.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, yeah. They don't want to wait for nothing.
Yeah, they'll get out of my way because I have the right of way all the time.
Well, it's just I'm more important. I can do this because it's me.
Well, I'll tell you, one day I'm going to turn and I'll be flipping somebody's car and I'll be like, whoops, oh, I guess you weren't number one. Hey, whoopsie daisies.
Well, I was coming down in Surrey go down to the Patella Bridge.
Yeah.
So as I come down King George, I get into the left lane to make my right-hand turn, leave my pup pulling trains in the right-hand lane. And as I'm starting to pull out, I'm watching this van come creeping down my pup on the curb.
Oh, he's going around your pup?
He's going around my pup, and as the light changes, I start to pull out, and I could hear his mirror and the side of his door. And he's honking his horn, and I stopped for half a second and said, okay, here's your chance, back the fuck up.
Yeah, literally.
And he just tried to push forward more, so out came the clutch, and I just drove. And I didn't even stop.
Yeah, just keep going.
I rolled down the hill, went out into the Surrey to wherever I was unloading, and he didn't follow. Cops never came.
Well, that's funny as hell. Well, he must have known he was the idiot then. That's all there is to it.
Oh, exactly. I mean, you can't. 85 feet long, flashing lights.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You can't do anything. Nope. There's only one gear, and that's forward. So suck it, right? Like literally. Here, let me just 3-point turn this. Yeah, right. Freaking morons. Yeah, people are so dumb.
Second best trucking experience I had is I own my own truck, so it had my name on the door.
Yeah.
Like my full name and where I lived. And I'm whipping out of Richmond.
Yeah.
Just dropped a load of lumber way down in there. And I'm watching this gravel truck trying to slip up my left side, and it's real heavy traffic, 2-lane traffic out of the city.
Right.
I'm thinking, fuck you. Nope. Anyway, he ended up pulling up beside me at a light, and as he comes pulling up on my driver's door, I look over, and there's my name with Maple Ridge as an address, but my name on his door. And as he looked over, he must have looked down at my door because we both pointed at each other's doors, and it rolled down our windows and goes, holy fuck, what are the chances of that, man? Exact same name and spelling, Dwayne Erickson, that's my name. And it's on his door, but with Maple Ridge, same color letters, same kind of half circle.
Wow.
Except his address was in a half circle the other way. Mine just went half circle my name. And
that is so
the address
freaking
straight
funny.
across. And
like, what are the chances of that?
Both Kenworths with mine had a big shack sleeper. His had just a day cab sleeper or whatever they call it, a little tiny one. But just we sat there the whole night yelling at the windows. I can't wait, taking pictures with our phones. I can't wait to show my buddies this.
Yeah, what the hell are the chances of that?
That's pretty funny.
That's wild. Oh, sorry, were you going for that one there, Maverick?
No, go ahead. I'll move
I'll send it
in a minute.
Do you have room for that one on the load?
Oh yeah.
Send it.
Yeah, that was great. My name.
Trade. Yeah, that's pretty random. Yeah, it's funny you get weird coincidences like that. It's just like, how the hell did that happen?
It's a real small world too. I got my first job after I got my license. I'm sitting in a lumber yard in Alberta from 100 Mile Williams Lake to Alberta, outside of Edmonton there.
Yeah.
And in the morning, this truck scoops me through the gate that opened. Just opened. I start up my truck and boom, he pulls in from behind me. So I followed him into this lumber yard, and we get up to the shipper gate, and I'm giving him shit. What the fuck you doing scooping me, man?
Yeah.
I slept here. You pull up behind me as I'm starting my truck up.
Literally.
2 minutes later, you just drive right around me.
Yeah.
He goes, I have first unload appointment. I'm going, oh, no, I do. My shipper told me first truck.
Yeah.
So he said, okay, well, we're not going to fight about it. We'll just wait for the shipper to come in, and he can say,
it. Yeah.
So as we did that, we both kind of lit up a cigarette, and he looked over at my truck, and he goes, oh, where'd that come from? I saw Williams Lake, plywood. He goes, oh yeah, I used to live near there. And I went, no, you didn't. You lived in 100 Mile. We went to school together, you dumb fucker. And sure enough, it was a guy I went to school with.
You knew him, mate. That's funny.
Well, just as he said, I used to live near there. I clicked in my head. I know who you are.
Yeah, it's funny. Hey?
You played hockey and whatnot.
Well, it's funny, and it's funny if you haven't seen somebody that you went to. Like, I've had a couple of times where, like, I worked security for a long time, right? So kicking people out of bars in different towns and all over the place. And then I saw this one guy, and you could just, like, I hadn't seen him probably in 15 years, and I didn't even barely remember him. But as soon as he started talking, I was just like, holy shit. I'm like, Bradley? He's like, huh? He's like, how do you know my name? I was like, dude, did you go to quick school? He's like, yeah. I was like, dude, it's Jordan. What's up? Just like, but he looks like totally different. I didn't even recognize him. Like, not in a million years recognize him, but knew that voice like instantly, right? And it's funny how people change. Like, their entire look is totally different, right? Like, they either get like fatter or more jacked, or they look totally different. And you're like, what the hell? Like, man, that's not that guy at all.
I don't know which one to tell first, but so anyway, me and my buddy ran away from home. We didn't really run away from home. We left school in grade 11 and moved to the coast and whatever. Yeah. So the first day we were in Surrey, we got my buddy's little car insured, and we were sitting at a stop sign, not even a block from home.
Yeah.
And a bunch of school kids were walking across the road in front of us. And out of the back of the pack, this guy come running out, jumped on the hood of our car, and started doing bah on the windshield. And then he looked in the window, and as he straightened his face out, I pointed at him, look, Wayne! He looked in the window, look, Wayne!
These guys just happen to know each other?
Yeah.
That's
freaking... he'd moved just after we did, I guess, and yeah, we ran into anyway. So about 6 or 8 months later, we'd moved up toward Chilliwack, and we were bumming around one night, and we were taking a shortcut around the high school right in the middle of Chilliwack.
Right.
And we got about halfway around, and the alarm started going off. So we started to run back the way we'd come to go back to 7-Eleven to be seen. And I come running around the corner, just like in the cartoons, running into the tree. We wrapped arms, just about kissed each other.
Yeah.
Fell on the ground, sat up beside each other, looking at each other. And, holy shit, Paul! I hadn't seen this kid for probably 7 years from when I went to school in Rosedale.
That's freaking nuts. Yeah, it's super small world when it comes to stuff. And it's funny where you'll see people, hey, like people like in the furthest reaches of somewhere, right? And you're like, there's no way. Every time we go to Vancouver, my wife and I will just go down there and do like a weekend or something for fun. And sure enough, I'll be like in the middle of a crowd of 100 million people, and there's somebody from Smithers that I went to school with. They'll just randomly be there, and you're like, what the hell is that guy doing here? Yeah. And there's like, millions of people down there, but you're going to find them.
Yeah.
We haven't been down in a long time, though. You need to go back down there. We decided to focus on paying off a bunch of debt and no vacations until it's all gone, so it's like, it's been a struggle.
Well, I'm going to run this load down to the mill if I can find it.
Yeah, give her. Yeah, we're pretty well done here anyway, I think so. I got to go pick up my wife here in about 8 minutes? I can make it. I can make it. It's not far to go, so I'll make it.
Sounds like my ex. She's got to be at work at 7:30. She's leaving the house at 7:25. It takes 13, 14 minutes just to drive to town.
Jeez.
And the kids want one more hug, one more hug. You guys are gonna make me late. I'm sorry, but you're already late.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're late. You're late anyway now. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna leave this processor down this hole here.